It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Monday, September 26th. I'm Michael Groff. Cloudy skies greeting you out there across the valley as we overlook the area from atop South Mountain. The other thing you'll notice when you step outside, it's much warmer than it was at this time yesterday. Some areas 20 degrees warmer. 82 at Sky Harbor right now, dew point at 46, relative humidity 28%. Winds are picking up out of the east-southeast at 12, and the barometer is rising. Here are those temperatures. Queen Creek's at 83 at this hour. They were 63 at this time yesterday. Gilbert's at 79. They were in the low 60s yesterday. So generally speaking, we're in the upper 70s to mid-80s around the valley. And why is it so much warmer? Well, here you go. Plenty of cloud cover streaming in from the south and southeast as an upper low spins across northwest Mexico. We'll have a mainly cloudy day around here, and you can see we're even seeing some widely scattered showers across southeast Arizona. As we look from the Tucson view, this looks a little bit more prevalent than it actually is. Most of this rain is not reaching the ground as the subcloud layer is still pretty dry down here. But as we go through the day, the atmospheric column starts to juice up, so we'll see more showers popping up around the area. Don't expect any significant rainfall. 1 or 2 300ths of an inch is about all you'll get, at least for now. Looking at the watch warning map, we've got frost and freeze advisories across portions of northeast Colorado, western Kansas, and Nebraska, as well as upstate New York and northern New England. On the other hand, we've got heat advisories for coastal California. Some areas in Los Angeles and San Diego today may top 100 degrees. Flash flood watches in portions of western and central Texas, and some wind advisories for southwest New Mexico and southeast Arizona. Will be a breezy day around here today. Don't think we're going to get up to wind advisory criteria, however. And looking at the convective outlook, we've got a marginal risk of severe weather for places like Charleston, West Virginia, up toward Pittsburgh today. Tomorrow, we're in the green. And right now, the SPC says no areas of severe weather anticipated. However, they are looking at southern Arizona for a possible marginal risk of severe storms tomorrow afternoon. We'll get into why that is here in just a moment and some of the ingredients that may be coming together. Looking at the tropics in the East Pacific, starting to get active once again, that is Roslyn. That's the 18th storm of the season. Roslyn not expected to get much stronger than a minimal or perhaps moderate tropical storm before it moves to the north-northeast and weakens over cooler waters off the Baja. However, that moisture may start to inject itself into our area as we go through the week. The models are starting to pick up on that. So we'll talk about that right now as we get into the forecast. The latest model, the 06C GFS, valid at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time today. Got an area of low pressure spinning across northwest Mexico this afternoon. Broad east to southeasterly flow over Arizona. So widely scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder possible. Think we'll have a mainly cloudy day. There could be some sprinkles around here. It's not going to be enough to ruin a day. You could probably still sit outside and enjoy a lunch. At the most, maybe we see 1 or 2 hundredths of an inch. Better chances for rain in southeast Arizona, but even there, it's going to take a while to really get the atmosphere all moistened up. So not looking at a significant rain event. But humidity will be on the increase, and temperatures should be held down today. Will be mainly in the mid to upper 80s. By tomorrow, the atmosphere looking a little bit more conducive for showers and thunderstorms to develop across southern Arizona. And as I mentioned earlier, the Storm Prediction Center is even considering issuing a marginal risk of severe weather across the area tomorrow afternoon. Not all the factors are looking great for that. We do have the upper low that'll be lifting northward across the state. That's good news. But precipitable water values are pretty meager, only around an inch or so here in the valley. Better moisture profiles to the southwest. Lift looks pretty good. Mid-level temperatures around 500 millibars, minus 13, minus 14 C. That's a pretty good sign. But Cape isn't really all that impressive, a couple hundred joules per kilogram or so. Now, you don't need a whole lot of energy during the warm season around here to get storms fired up. It's really going to come down to whether or not we can get some of these clouds out of here. We heat up the atmosphere, we destabilize things a bit, and get storms popping. That'll really be a huge question mark for tomorrow. Forecast high is in the low 90s, and that's going to be about where we need to get to start triggering off showers and storms. We'll take a look at it. We'll keep an eye on things. Could get interesting tomorrow afternoon. Wednesday looks like a down day convectively around here. That low continues to lift to the north, and we should be mostly dry. Now, there could be an isolated shower or storm. Chance of rain is certainly not zero, but most of us won't see anything, and even if you do, chances are it'd be pretty light, or it would be a very rapidly passing shower and storm. The better chances, northern and eastern Arizona. Thursday looks pretty interesting, though. We've got plenty of moisture coming in from the south. The remnants of Rosalind will be moving into the southwest states at that time. We've got a little short wave passing us by, and so the combination of that could wind up producing scattered showers and thunderstorms around much of the state, and some of those storms could get on the heavy side, certainly. But if that short wave doesn't really materialize properly, it could be another one of those typical tropical intrusions where it's just a mainly cloudy day. We have a few light showers or sprinkles. It's a humid day. Temperatures don't get out of the 80s. We'll just have to see how it goes. But one of those two scenarios seems to be the likely course here. For now, we'll just go on the conservative side, call it a 20% chance of showers and storms, highs upper 80s to low 90s. But look at that precipitable water, pretty good on Thursday afternoon. Mid-level temperatures aren't too bad either, so we could certainly see some decent showers or thunderstorms around portions of the state. Friday, westerly flow starts to come back in. Showers and storms will be on the decrease. Better chances will be far northern or eastern Arizona. We should be dry. The QPF numbers for the entire week, how much rain are we going to get? Well, this doesn't look all that promising. A few hundredths of an inch, maybe a tenth of an inch or so for most of us, and that sounds about right. This is not looking like a widespread precipitation event, but some of those factors tomorrow and Thursday, that's really going to be where the bread and butter is for this week precipitation-wise. We'll see how that plays out. For now, doesn't look all that promising. The better chances in the mountains north and east of Phoenix. Saturday looks pretty dry. We've got another trough of low pressure developing off the Pacific Northwest coast. So, westerly flow here. Temps, low to mid-90s. Same for Sunday. Dry conditions, westerly flow, low to mid-90s. Here's a week from today. This is Monday, October the 3rd. And we've got the trough digging into the Pacific Northwest. We've got the westerly flow aloft around here. And I'll tell you what, that trough looks pretty good. Temperatures would be knocked back several degrees. We might get hit back down into the mid-80s if this verifies. The other thing we'll note here is that we've been showing you a tropical system developing in the Caribbean, moving up toward Florida or into the Gulf of Mexico the last couple of days on the GFS. Today, it has that system developing, but moving it well to the east of the east coast of the United States. And that's certainly good news, but we still have to watch that. Don't count out that scenario just yet. By Tuesday, October 4th, that trough continues to dig through the west. We would be much cooler in this environment. Again, should this verify. I think rain chances would be minimal, though. I think most of that energy would remain to our north. Maybe northern Arizona would get hit with some showers or thunderstorms. And temperatures, once again, we'd be down low to mid-80s by next Wednesday. This is the end of the forecast period. Look at that, a low developing over northeast Arizona, if this were to be right. And we would be on the western side of that, so dry conditions, cooler temperatures. Again, low to mid-80s if that plays out. That wouldn't be bad, and much drier air, so overnight lows would cool off pretty substantially as well. Speaking of temperatures, we'll probably keep it in the 80s today, rebounding a bit tomorrow. Depends on how much sunshine we get. Then through the rest of the week, upper 80s, low 90s or so, maybe getting a little bit warmer toward the weekend. By next week, with that trough coming in, could easily see us getting even cooler than this. And look at those low temperatures, getting down to the low to mid-60s, away from the urban core. You know it's going to be cooler than that. And that sounds about right for October. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 50s and 60s. Perfect weather. Autumn here in the desert. All right, that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video posted tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you then. Have a great day.